Hello everyone, this is Myths and Magic, and welcome back to part 8 of the D&D story series in Campaign 1. This is part 1 of the Halloween special, and I'll be releasing the second one next week. And I thought this would be a good occasion to make this a sort of face reveal as well. By chance, it just so happens that the Spooky Mansion episode happened to align well with this year's Halloween. So I thought I'd try and make this a more festive and special episode for you guys. I hope you guys are also doing well this autumn. I hope you're keeping nice and warm and cozy throughout this cold weather. Now, grab a hot drink, nice blanket, get comfortable, and just, as usual, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
The party head inside. Slowly the doors begin to creak, the sound echoing through the room. The chilled air flooded in like a deathly tide, a sign of the oncoming death. The house entrance looked normal, with 2 stairways winding to one of the upper floors, and decor adorning the walls. However, the same couldn't be said for the smell. The vile stench of rotting flesh entrenched the bottom floor, coming from the left room. The party headed inside. Following a red trail of crimson blood, there was a large wooden table, oak with a nice wax finish. Alongside this, silverware littered the table, scattered from whatever conflict had erupted. This stuff could be useful, Freya said. We could get this forged into a silver sword to take care of things like werewolves or vampires. He proceeded to open his tome of infinity, a book of infinite pages. He flicked through until he found some pre-cut pages with a large paper chasm stretching beyond the physical boundaries of the book's leather-bound pages. He went round and chucked all of the silverware inside, then slammed the book shut, placing it into his satchel. Corpses lined the seats or somewhere nearby. They were somewhat fresh. Maybe a week had passed after they passed away. After some investigation, the group found a common occurrence amongst the corpses. Slashes gashed through the flesh and muscle, almost like claw marks. The flesh seemed to offer no resistance to whatever cut through it. Neither did the rest of the house. Walls and doors were broken through, shattered and sundered, while bloodstains splattered throughout the house, lining a trail through the stairwell. The party headed to the next room, one to the right of the entrance. It was the front room of the house, filled with once comfy chairs and varnished mahogany side tables. Now they were ruined. Finding nothing of value there, the group headed upstairs. They passed by a mix of lit and unlit sconces. Some were even broken, with large chunks of metal riddled across the floor. The flickering torchlight bounced off the walls. The shadows seemed to lunge in fate strikes towards the party. The shiver still filled the second floor, alongside the smell. Bronarth seemed to be unaffected by the cold, but even with multiple layers, Freya and Augustus still shivered with stiff joints, grinding as they went upstairs. Most of the rooms were shut, but one with blood and footprints trailing out was left open for the breeze to drift in. Bedchambers, adorned in red splattered wallpaper, encircled the room. Inside was a large 4-post bed made of dark oak wood. The fumes of rot came closer and closer until the party saw what caused it. Poor thing, Augustus lamented. She's no older than 20. The mutilated corpse laid out in front of them, barely recognizable. But what feared the party more was what was next to her. A cot. Deathly silence fell among the room. Freya edges near it, step by step, and peered inside. Horror hung heavy among the group as they all stared with wide-eyed shock. Freya moved away to the closet of the chambers and began searching. "Freya, what are you doing?" Augustus demanded. "Taking whatever I can." "What is wrong with you? You disrespect the dead, even after you've just seen that child. Baby who hasn't even left her mother's breast." Freya grabbed gold jewelry and stuffed it into his book. "I want to take my mind off it." "Look, she's not going to be using these, is she?" He slammed the book shut. I'll burn down the house if that gives you any solace. I'll make it like a pyre. Ronoff suddenly spoke up. I found this on the girl's body. Seems to be a letter. He held a piece of bloodied parchment in his hand and unrolled it, while the other two gathered around to read. In rushed handwriting, the letter read, "To whomever should find this letter, I feel this may be the last of my life. That thing is coming, and we are trapped. I can hear its roars and the people downstairs. There is no way out. It's coming towards us. To my husband, Jason, if you somehow make it out of this godless house, our love is with you." There was a silent agreement among the group. Whoever Jason was, it was likely he didn't make it out alive. The group finally went to the last floor, the observatory. Climbing up a set of ladders, Ronald went first and opened the trap door, leading to the final floor. The warm light from outside came from 2 sets of lamps, held on each side of the room. The room was filled with tables, with potions and vials of liquids. Candles were scattered across the room, their warm light contrasting against the blue shades seeping through the windows. At the other side of the room, a man in ripped white lab coat with shaggy brown hair was injecting green fluid from a large cauldron into an oversized contraption placed up on his back. Ronoff unsheathed his axe from his back. "You the one who did this?" He lumbered slowly towards the man. "Ah, our great heroes," he exclaimed. "I was expecting you, Augustus Barker and Freya Kane. But not you, Goliath. Your species are quite rare around these parts. Rarer to see you without shackles. I'm surprised your owners let you go freely," he mocked. Ronoff tightened his grip around his axe. The man started to speak, but Ronoff interrupted him. "Who are you?" "I have many names, but my colleagues and enemies call me the Doctor, though I don't save many lives." He moved away from the cauldron and started fiddling with a golden ring on his finger. The ring had a crescent moon-like gem, encircled by bands of gold. "Looks like my lucky day. There were others hunting you, some bounty hunters, I believe. In fact, I think some of them will go so far as to burn Phandelver down to find you. Yet I catch both my targets and a free Goliath just by waiting." Ronoff braced his axe. "Let's kill him. He's a scrawny little man. What's he gonna do?" The gemstone on the man's ring turned white. Almost within an instant, the Doctor was engulfed by a sudden appearing flesh. Strands of muscle and fur enveloped him, until he bared the body of a largely built man and the visage of a wolf. "We can still take him," Ronoff suggested. The werewolf pressed a button on the large contraption on his back. The green liquid, held in large capsules on his back, was injected into him. His muscles bulged, while his body twisted and churned. Now he was over twice the size he once was, and in a husky, worn voice he said, "The Black Spider sends his regards." Hello everyone, this week's miniatures of the week is this. It's my Chaos Space Marines army, and you can probably see there's the Venom crawler that I showed off in one of the original episodes, I believe episode 2 or 3, but I can't remember. I know I haven't been doing these for the past couple of episodes, I believe the last 2, just because I wanted to reevaluate the quality of this, but I thought I'd make it up for you today by having a much bigger force to show off, and I will do so also next week. I know uploads haven't been weekly anymore. Ever since school started, it's been quite busy, so I wanted to try and work with dividing my focus on that and my YouTube channel as well. But uploads will still be bi-weekly, and I'll try to do them as often as I can. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate your support for watching until the end of the video. As usual, please like and subscribe, and I would greatly appreciate that. If you would like to rewatch all the episodes in this campaign series, then I have a playlist as well, which will be linked at one of the end cards in the outro of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hello everyone, this is Myths and Magic, and welcome back to parts... Great. Action. Aligns very well with this Halloween. My notes have gone out 1 second.
Action.
Hello everyone, this is Myths and Magic, and welcome back to part 9. No, it's not part 9.